Hello and welcome to Yellow Hare's first live video, as it were, of for recipes. This is for Easter. This is for the Easter weekend. We're going to be doing a mini series of easy to bake things, very simple things you can do with your child or children, and delicious too. So this very simple one is chocolate brownies with chocolate eggs, chocolate egg brownies, and we're going to go through this in a minute. And if you're wondering why it is you can only see the hair and not me, my face, it's because I really haven't worked out how to do this video business properly yet, how to get me in and this up close. So I'll have a wee think about that. But for those who are desperately curious to know what I look like, I'll flash up a photo in a minute of the closest person I could find to me. Admittedly, she's done herself up a wee bit better than I normally would, but it's pretty close likeness, I would say. So, yeah, here we go. If you just wait for the next instruction, we'll start crack on and get those made. They only take about 15 minutes to do, maybe half an hour including the cooking time, but you can make it last longer if you really want to, because goodness knows we've all got enough time in our hands just now, I think. Okay. Okay, so here we go. The ingredients we need for this are butter, 175 grams chopped, just like so. Not too soft, not too hard, doesn't matter, it's getting melted. And I guess you could use store margarine if you had to, or some margarine if you had to. It's better just to use butter, you get a better finish. And 150 grams of dark chocolate. I've used chocolate buttons, but you could use just a bar of chocolate out of the shop, will be just as good. And 250 grams of brown sugar. All these ingredients will come up at the side, so don't worry too much just now about recording this or remembering this. Now, I know flour's in short supply, but you don't need much here. This is self-raising flour, 85 grams. If you've only got plain flour, use the same amount with 2 spoons of baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder, and that should work just as well. And then you need 100 grams of chocolate chips, so it's just basically a cup. Don't be too fussy about the grammage, but this, you know, goes over, goes under, it doesn't matter. This is mainly decoration, and you can, more is better sometimes. And here is the final ingredient, no it's not, second last ingredient. Cocoa powder, 50 grams, which is basically like one big huge tablespoon. And then you want 3 eggs. I've got my good old local co-op eggs here, and beaten up just for some ease. You beat them up, have them ready. Oh dear, just spilled some. Just take that. Just quickly remove that. That didn't happen. Wonderful at editing. I wonder if I can edit this out. I wonder how smart I am. I'm not that smart. Oh yes, the other thing you'll need are these. So that's all the ingredients that you need. This will come up on the screen. This is the tray. You need ideally two of them. Or if you don't have 2, you'll get twice that much, so you'll do them in two sections. And just line the tray with all these muffin holders here. And this is a wee bit of Trail West we've got in the background here, just to keep me sane. What's missing? Oh, we're not getting any purple ones. Let's put some purple ones in there. Such a wee shame we're not getting TMF this year. Tyree Music Festival's been given the kibosh the same as the rest. Everything else is affected by this virus. Right, so that's that. And here's the pan. We need a pan. And so the oven is on at the minute at 160 degrees if you've got a fan, or 180 degrees if you don't. Muffin trays are lined. We want to put the butter, if I can get it in there, yeah. The butter, the dark chocolate, and the sugar into a pan, and we want to heat it until it's all melted and all gelled in together. It probably takes but very gently, so probably about 5 minutes under a sort of medium heat, and just keep stirring it. You have to keep stirring it, or the sugar, if the sugar gets too hot, it sticks to the pan, it'll burn, and you won't be able to recover it. So keep an eye on it, just keep an eye on it. Okay, so we're away over to the cooker to do that. The wee tip for this is that if you put the butter in first when you turn the cooker on, and allow it to melt just a tiny bit, not much, but just allow the butter to melt a little bit, it'll start it off, and everything else will melt a wee bit easier, rather than just lumping everything in together at once. But you can do that, as I've just done. That's it. So it's all now melted. See that? See that? All melted, and it's not stuck to the bottom. So having done that, you now want to let it cool for a bit. So I'm going to turn it off and take it back to the table where we can continue with the next bit. While we're waiting for that, we are going to do the other part here, which is the flour. You put your flour in, and actually I'm meant to have a pinch of salt as well. Let me just get some salt. Okay. Good salt, like that. Salt. And you want to sort of stir that around a bit. Now what we want to do now is stir in the chocolate. I don't know if you can see that there. Just stir it in. Just keep stirring and stirring. Get all the flour in. I'm sure I'm not doing this video properly, but anyway, you're my guinea pigs. So bear with me. This is what most of the population will be doing just now, not having a clue, but giving it a try anyway. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. Okay, that's that. So that's all stirred in. There. We want the cocoa powder in. Cocoa powder in too. Stir that in too. Then the egg. Oops, it easy. Sorry, try not to smash anything while you're doing it. Just keep moving around. And the great thing about doing this is that this is your kind of incorporating the wee bit of exercise at the same time. Which of course you'll need a lot of after eating these, but anyway. We're not going to worry about that just now, are we? We're all indoors. Who's seeing us? You can eat and eat, and you actually shouldn't say that. There we go. Okay, so that's it all mixed in. And then we want to put in, now that we've mixed all the ingredients together, we want to put some of the chocolate chips, just a good half of them, at least half. Okay, just mix that in like that. Okay, that's it. Now we want to put all that into this. You want to half fill the cup, the the muffin containers. You know, you don't want to fill them too much because they'll come up, they will rise a bit. You don't want them too big. Because you're going to be putting an egg in the middle. Okay. So that's one of the trays. You will get 2 trays like that. So do it in 2 bundles. Doesn't take long in the oven. I'm about to put it into the oven. That was 15 minutes, but I've got a fan oven, so it may be a little bit longer if you're using a conventional oven. And as you can see, the eggs have disappeared inside. So you now want to add more eggs while it's still warm, and some more of the chocolate chips. So just randomly pop. Now they'll be squishy, and that's okay. Let them be squishy, let them squish them in. So I'm putting 2 in each egg. Chocolate chips, some chocolate chips. Just dot them on because they will melt on. Everything's still warm, remember, so it's all going to melt in a wee bit. Take her in your arms, I wish that I could sing. Yeah, take her in your arms. I don't know the words, but I like this song. I like it quite a lot. Right. Ouch. This one here, if I can get this wee rascal out. Out you come. There you go. Still gooey. Absolutely yummy, yummy, yum, yum. And there you go. After all that, you have your lovely cupcakes all ready to be enjoyed. Delicious, delicious, lovely and soft and squidgy. And you can buy them as well from Yellow Hare for delivery, only on Tyree sadly. But have a go, see how you got on. Good luck. Bye for now.